about him, لَكَانَ تَوْقِيفُ الْأَمْرِ عَلَى الْبَيْعَةِ مَعْصِيَةٌ قَادِحَةٌ فِي إِمَامَتِهِ. Then, why you say that Imam becomes Imam after Bay'ah? If Imam is designated by the Prophet or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then whether people do Bay'ah or not, Imam is Imam. Okay? But they say whoever is receiving Bay'ah and is established, then you have to obey him. Secondly, if he was designated, he should have mentioned this. لَذَكَرَ ذَلِكَ. He would have said this. And he would have claimed this either when they were in Saqifa, okay? Or when they wanted to give bay'ah to him, not too late. When it was the beginning, he should have said that Rasulullah has designated me. He says, La itra ba'da urs. When the wedding ceremony is finished, then using perfume is not reasonable. It's too late. If there was a designation, it should have been mentioned. Not that after centuries, people find such things. He should have mentioned this in Saqifa or when they were asking for bay'ah, those few days, they must mention this, not later. Also, he himself said, أَغِيلُونِي فَلَسْتُ بِخَيْرِكُمْ وَعَلِيٌّ فِيكُمْ. He was very honest in his statement. He says, Aqiluni means leave me, or dismiss me, something like this. Leave me, dismiss me. I am not the best of you when Ali is among you. Okay? So, if he was the one that Allah and Rasulullah had selected and appointed and designated, he cannot say to people, dismiss me. People did not choose him, so they cannot dismiss him. This sentence, which we appreciate, this is a good sentence, we appreciate this sentence. We don't have any criticism of this sentence, but we say this by itself shows that he had the idea that he is receiving his authority from people. Therefore, as the same people who gave him authority, dismiss me.
Sheikh, here unfortunately it's mentioned only Shia literature. Do we have any Sunni literature source for this?
Yes.
Say?
Yes, it's history. It's not Shia. Shia have quoted, but the easiest thing was for the one commentary, here. But this is from history, from Book of Siyah.
They have something. They said he said that because of humbleness.
Okay.
Which is good. Which is good, we appreciate. لو كان منصوصا عليه. The other thing is that if he was designated, why when he was dying he was concerned, he was doubtful. For example, he says, look at this. يا ليتني كنت سألت رسول الله هل الأنصار في هذا الأمر حق أم لا. I wish I had asked the Prophet, do Ansar, because they denied these two Ansar, so this for Muhajirin. And Ansar, as you know, they wanted for them. Actually, some Ansar first gathered in Saqifa. You know the story? First some Ansar gathered, then the news reached some of Muhajirin. They went there and then they had a dispute. The story is there, Anyway, he says, I wish I had asked myself, Rasulullah, whether Ansar had any right over this issue or not. So maybe he was thinking that maybe it was supposed that they become successors. One of them becomes successor. Fifth, if he was the one that Rasulullah had chosen, of course by the command of Allah, and designated, why when Rasulullah asked people of Medina, his companions, to join the army of Osama and said, you should join the army of Osama. We are talking about Osama in the time of the Prophet. So why should this happen? If he was going to be successor to the Prophet, it shows that he was not, and actually Rasulullah wanted him to be away. Rasulullah said this, I just read the hadith. نُعِيَتْ إِلَيَّ نَفْسِي وَيُوشَكُ أَنْ أُقْبَضْ. He said, my death is very near, and the reason he gave is that Jibreel every year brings me entire Quran in addition to the gradual revelation. This year, twice, he brought me the Quran. So he took it as a clear sign of he's dying. Because the Prophet, he understands these messages. Then he said, people should go with Osama. And when he saw that they didn't go, he was very unhappy. Even before he had said, لَعْنَ اللَّهُ مَنْ تَخَلَّفَ عَنْ جَيْشِ Osama. As that's the last thing for this semester. أنه لا واحد من غير علي من الجماعة الذين أدعيت لهم الإمامة يصلح لها. The 6th point is, so we said Imam has to be Mansus first. Second, we said Mansus is either Imam Ali or the first Caliph. Then we said the first Caliph cannot be Mansus, so then Imam Ali has to be Imam because he's the only one who is Mansus. And also, Imam Ali is the one that was not kafir before. Yeah, because La yanalu ahd al-zalimin shows that Imam should not have zulm, and kufr and shirk are zulm. Okay, we stop here, inshallah, with the rest of Imams, and there's a discussion about Imam Zaman. Inshallah, we continue this subject next semester, inshallah. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.